telling you today that there will be some haters. I'm telling you today that there'll be some people in your family that don't understand. I'm telling you today, as you begin to take this journey, even as you're here, people are asking you, why would you come here? And why would you spend this kind of money? And why would you invest this type of time? And it's a scam. And why would you do this? And why would you do that? It's like, I just don't get it. Again, they don't have to. But what I need you to do is I need you to kill the noise. I need you to embrace the I am. And however you get it done, I need you to get it done. And so I went through 40 dissertations until I found one. I was like, yes, this looks like something I can do. And I went through that dissertation for weeks, and I studied and I studied and I studied, and I looked at the patterns, right? And I studied. I said, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to do it. I'll never forget when I walked across that stage. I'll never forget when I got hooded. I'll never forget when the committee said, you passed. I'll never forget when the dissertation was done. I said, wrap that up in a gift wrap and send it to that professor. And let the professor know that no, I couldn't do it on your terms, and I couldn't do it the way you did it, but I did it my way. I did it my way. And I got it done. Listen to me, number 3 is important. Number 3, guys, stop trying to do it like they do it. Stop trying to fly like they fly. Stop trying to run like they run. Stop trying to talk like they talk, and do it your way. Watch this, guys. Watch this. This is so important. Like, you gotta embrace I did it my way. You gotta embrace that you're unique and you're special, right? And I remember when I first started speaking, and when people say, "Where's your shirt and your tie?" I said, "That's Les Brown." They said, "Where's your shirt and tie?" I said, "That's Zig Ziglar." I'm not Les Brown. They're all great. I'm not Zig Ziglar. And if I try to be Tony Robbins, I'll fail at best. If I try to be Les Brown, I'll fail at best. If I try to be the late, great Zig Ziglar, I'll fail at best. But when I'm Eric Thomas, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, E.T. And welcome to another edition of Bring It From the Bottom. Thank God it's Monday. Oh, you didn't hear what I said. I can't be Tony Robbins. I can't be Les Brown. I can't be Zig Ziglar. I can't be the great Lewis Howes. I just can't do it. I can't be Sean Terry. But I'm going to tell you this. I am a great version of what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, E.T. Bring it from the bottom. Thank God it's Monday. You are great. You are wealthy. You are unique. You are special. You are talented. And you deserve to have everything you want. You deserve to live your best life. You deserve it. And stop listening to the people who tell you you don't. Kill the noise. What do they know?
You take ownership of that thing, and it's gonna make your life so much better. And by the way, the next time you have a mission and you plan that contingency and you actually execute and implement what you said you're gonna do, guess what? You will accomplish the mission. There's a whole part of ownership that preempts the problem. If you've got someone that knows, if I know that I can make an excuse, then guess what? I'm not gonna set things up properly. If I don't set things up properly, more often than the other way, I will fail to execute what I'm supposed to execute. If you have an excuse ready, same thing with you as an individual human being. If you got some excuses that you can throw out there, that you can say, I had no control over that, then you know what? You say, okay, what are my contingency plans? What could I have planned differently? Let's eliminate those excuses. Take ownership of your freaking life. It's not easy to identify the enemy in combat, in war. So what you have to do is you have to control what you can control. Right? You got to be prepared. You've got to train. You've got to study. You've got to rehearse. You've got to remain vigilant. You've got to maintain discipline in everything you do so that when the enemy does reveal itself, you have the ability to outthink it, to outmaneuver, to outfight the enemy. And it's actually the same thing in business, right? The enemy can be hard to identify. Your competitors aren't broadcasting their next move. You don't know what the market's going to do. You can't be certain about the next trend or the next downturn or the next bubble that's going to burst. You can't know those things. So you have to do the same thing. You have to control what you can control, which is you. You got to gather intelligence. You got to analyze the metrics that you can track. You got to train yourself and your team to be prepared for both the known and also be prepared for the unknown. Figure out what the likely contingencies are and have some plans to execute if those contingencies occur. Maintain discipline as an organization so that you have the flexibility and the responsiveness to maneuver effectively and efficiently when the unpredictable actually happens. So instead of suffering and falling apart in the chaos, you can take advantage of it and win. And that's business, and life is the same. The enemy is not always clear in life. It can be hard to tell who's going to try and bring you down or what is going to bring you down. There's distractions. There are things out there that will do you harm that are so camouflaged you can't see them at all. There are deceitful people. There are accidents that can occur and diseases that take root, and there's bad luck, and there's Murphy's Law, and there's times when it seems that the whole world is against you. The whole world is the enemy, and the same rules apply. Control what you can control. You train hard, learn, maintain the unmitigated daily discipline in all things.
As you look back over your life, if there's just one thing that you could do differently, what would it be?
That's always a tough question. I get that question asked a lot. I'm not sure, because everything that happened in my life produced me, even the negatives, even the things that I might have failed in, the things I've made mistakes with. They were fantastic classrooms for me. And I believe the best thing in life to do is not to regret and try to change what happened, but to interpret it properly, maximize it, and use it to serve other people. And that's what I want to do with my past.
I want to focus on discovering and releasing, how to release your hidden greatness. Every human being in this room and those watching by the internet, you have inside of you, I have no doubt about it, greatness. But most people will die with their greatness on the inside. And this is why we have this conference. Because we don't want you to be one of those persons who die with their greatness. Let me say a few comments about greatness. Every human desires two things in life. I want you to write them down. Two things every human wants. 6 billion of us, and now 7 billion since last April on this planet, want two things. And everything you do is motivated by these two things. One, we want power. Every young person, every old person wants power. We got to talk about what power is. And the second thing we want is greatness. We don't talk about these too much, but every human being wants power and they want greatness. This is why we are motivated to wear certain clothing. We call them power clothing. This is why we try to join a gang, because being in a gang of people gives you power to threaten other people. This is why we would actually want to steal money or gain money, because money gives you power to buy things that you want to make you feel important. Everything we do is motivated by these two things, power and greatness. Now, I want to mention something about power. What is power? Power, I want you to quote it with me out loud up on the board so you can remember it when you leave here. What is power? Read it. Power is the ability and the capacity to control circumstances and in the environment. That's power. Power is what? The ability to control circumstances